I joined the Army because I was looking for a challenge and I also wanted a career. My husband was already in the service, and as an Army spouse I was looking to find my own career, and I thought joining the military would be a good choice as well.
My family has over 200 years of military service, and I wanted to carry that tradition on. I'm one of 3 women that have served, and I'm very proud of that fact.
I went looking for the Air Force recruiter. The Army recruiter was in, and after speaking with my recruiter, he convinced me that I should sit down and hear what the Army had to offer. I went in looking to do 2 jobs specifically, and since the Army was able to get me one of those jobs, I decided to go with the Army.
My source of motivation definitely, I would say, comes from my faith in God, and also my family, as far as my mother and my daughters. They pretty much keep me focused on what I'm trying to achieve in my lifetime. They keep me encouraged most of the time. So I really look to them a lot when it comes down to the direction that my life is going in, and pretty much maintaining the whole family unit that keeps me grounded.
My mom, being a single mother and raising 3 kids, despite her, even if we didn't have a lot, we never knew that we didn't have a lot because she always had a smile on her face. You know how hard it was. So growing up, I did not, because she's always smiling and, never seen the hard time in her face, I've always, I know that she was a strong person, so I've always looked up to her. So I think she's my inspiration in life.
My mom has been my personal cheerleader throughout my life, and the person who's really pushed me to always give things a try. And she's just very inspirational to me, and she's always motivated me to do my best, and has always told me that if I worked hard, I could do anything and I could be anything.
My source of motivation is God first, and then my mother. She's always taught me that I could do anything I wanted to do if I put my mind to it.
My scariest experience in the Army, I would have to say, was early in the 90s. I had just graduated from nursing school. I was an LPN, and I was working at Womack Army Medical Center at Fort Bragg, and they had a crash on Pope Air Force Base. Normally we do mass cows in the hospital, so when this situation took place, we were all running down to the emergency room trying to make sure that the soldiers were taken care of, and having to look a young soldier in the face while he's asking you not to let him die, not being a doctor and not really knowing his situation, and he basically was just afraid, and having to comfort that soldier without letting my own fears to actually come to the forefront, I would say was my scariest experience.
The scariest experience in the Army would be when I was deployed to Iraq in OIF-1 in 2003. I worked in the D rear of the division, and I was a battle captain and did the casual reporting for the division, and just sitting in the trucks, in the evening times, listening to the radio and just anticipating, names of casualties coming through, and just, thinking, if somebody you would know. That was the scariest moment for me, I think, in the Army.
The scariest thing that I can think of is probably the first day of basic training, when I had 3 drill sergeants screaming at me at the top of their lungs and making me do these exercises that I had never heard of, and not even knowing how to do them, for another thing. But and then just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what have I done? I just want to go home. This is not for me. But I made it through, and here I am 15 years later. So
my greatest achievement was passing the bar exam. The bar exam was extremely difficult and very stressful, and it was the culmination of all of my schooling. And it was really a situation of you get out what you put into it. And so when I passed it, it was very gratifying and a huge relief.
My greatest achievement has been able to be a role model for my girls. That way they can know that you don't have to go down the traditional path of women careers, and that you can do anything that you set your mind to.
My greatest achievement was when I was selected as the Dragon Brigade's NCO of the Year at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
My greatest achievement thus far has been making Sergeant First Class in under 10 years, and also having the opportunity to become a commissioned officer by being selected for OCS.
My greatest achievement, I would have to say, is actually serving this country for the last 22 years. It really, it pretty much encouraged my family members to want to achieve greater things. We came from really a very humble background. A lot of my aunts and a lot of the women in my family did not have a lot of the opportunities that I had growing up. So I would definitely have to say that just the position that I'm in and being able to serve my country has actually been my greatest achievement.
The longer we do this, the better we'll get at doing what we do as professional soldiers. And I see us rising higher in ranks in leadership positions all over the Army, positions that are currently perhaps closed to us or have only a few of us around. I just see more of us serving at higher echelons in the military.
I think the role of women in the Army is limitless. Women are joining the Army every day at all ranks and defending our country every day.
I think that we're essential for the sustainment or maintenance of the force in the future.
I think women have a great role in the future of the Army. We're making positive strides and filling important leadership roles in the Army, and I think women are going to continue to do that because we do play a vital role in the support of our Army and our nation as well.
I think women play a very important role. I think it's going to continue to evolve depending on who you are and what you want to do. Whether we continue to be, mothers or teachers or doctors, anything in the professional world, I think we influence it in a lot of different ways. And I think that by us sharing our experiences, that we're going to allow a younger generation to understand that they can do whatever they want to be and be whatever they want to be.